And we definitely
All
have to
right.
cut that out of the final edit.
Can you not say the F slur in the first 5 seconds of your video?
I don't
Oh, I
know.
can't use this
Honestly,
mug. I can't use this mug on stream. I can't use this mug.
Oh my god!
Cut it out. Cut that out. Delete it.
We'll see.
Let's see how you're feeling when you do the final edit. Listen, the only reason I have that mug is because I accidentally long ago went to Harry Potter World before we knew she was a
ended up there. You just stumbled in.
Well, okay, listen, my ex was really into Harry Potter before we knew that she was transphobic in like college. This was like 11 years ago, centuries ago.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I don't have to defend myself. I accidentally grabbed the mug out of the cabinet.
I don't know
just can't,
why you would do this to me.
Drink out of it, I guess. I'm just going to have to be thirsty the entire time we record those.
I'm drinking a completely non-controversial Mountain Dew Zero, so I have nothing to worry about here. We got a cup holder today.
So, how is your, oh, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Whatever happened to men? I'm Lane Coffin.
Hi, I'm Doth Eyes, and I have a lot of stories about men. We'll get into it. How was your week? Are you having fun?
Yeah, I think do I look like I'm not having fun? I'm having a lot of fun.
Crazy today. Like, I don't know. Like,
Crazy
I feel like
cool, crazy sexy.
I've definitely seen you do like drag queen looks before, but it feels different today. I can't quite place what's different.
Do I have that as RuPaul says that? Yeah.
I think that's just I mean, I know that it's partly because you have a beard, but I feel like there's also something different about the color palette or something. I don't know.
This is what I usually do as a drag queen. I do like a hot pink blush and a purple eye.
The blush feels darker than usual. Where's my chair? Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? How was your week? How did you do anything fun? Are you excited to be alive?
I had another gig. It went really well. I got tipped lots of money.
Oh.
Stream Queen's pool party's coming up. That means nothing to a lot of our viewers. But I'm very excited.
Do you want to explain what it means to
So yeah,
our viewers?
if you're not from the Twitch sphere, on Twitch, where we play video games, there's a bunch of drag queens. And every summer, we get together to play a bunch of video games together for a big event, and we raise money for charity. And it's themed like a pool party. So it's really fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I think it's nice. Well, that's good.
I'm also doing a charity Apex tournament without you.
Yeah, I can't. Sorry.
It's going to be me, Janelle, and we're trying to get Miss Danae on board. And if she doesn't, we'll settle for Andy.
I'm not settling for Andy, please. Poor Andy, our one straight friend. He does his best.
Does he?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I think it's funny when he calls you a cross-dressing freak.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's just because he's straight. He, like, can't help it.
It's just because he has eyes.
Well, that's fun. I feel like I've had a wild week. I know you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Now that I'm single, I'm back in the world of, like, meeting men, and I'm really remembering, like, how annoying men are.
Awful it is to deal with them.
Yeah. No, it is. And it's like, it's
none of them
tough.
can have a normal conversation online.
No, at all. And like, I get that I'm kind of jaded because I'm perpetually online, so I know like proper etiquette and like how to talk to somebody through text or through video, or you know what I mean? It's like I have built those skills for myself more or less. But most people don't have any of those skills. And then on top of that, it's like, I feel like I can't decipher like when somebody is actually interested or is just like looking. It's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like people will message me and then they will want to have a whole conversation, but then I'm like, okay, so like, are we gonna meet somewhere or like what are we doing? And then it's like nothing happens. I'm like, okay, great. So what was this all about? Like, you just want to like chat for a second? Like, Diva, go to like Instagram or something. Come to my Twitch chat. Like, what are we doing? And then also this weekend, I was supposed to meet 2 different men, one yesterday and one today. They both canceled, and now they both want to meet me tomorrow. So I'm like,
So
what
who
the
are you
fuck?
choosing?
I think I'm going to go meet them both. I think I'm going to go have coffee with one guy, and then I think I'm going to go suck the other guy's dick.
Amazing.
But who knows? Maybe they'll both cancel on me again. Maybe I should cancel on one of them just to even the playing field.
Maybe you should just set them up with each other.
I don't even.
They can flake on each other.
I just feel like, I don't know. It's so hard to to decipher what people want. And also, like, I get so many messages from people on everything, like Instagram, Twitter, you know, OnlyFans, like, etc. And I'm like, Diva, are you down?
Popular.
Are you trying to go to Pound Town or not? Like, what are we doing? It is hard. Listen, when you have severe ADHD, it's very difficult to hold like 5 conversations with 5 different people at the same time. And then also try to decipher which ones are actually trying to fuck and which ones are just trying to waste your time. Like, it's a lot of work. This is like a full-time job. I don't know how people do it.
Well, you're
That's the
doing it.
end. I'm doing my best.
And I love hearing about it. So
Yeah.
I get something out of this.
I mean, it is getting it. I feel like we're getting into some like really crazy like Sex in the City scenarios. Actually, Sex in the City never touched on men wanting to be your like domestic servant. That's something that I didn't
Samantha would
learn.
have loved that.
Yeah, she would have. I've had 2 men this week offer to be my like live-in house servant, and I don't know what to do with that. Like, I feel like I'm not equipped with the
It
tools.
seems like an
to...
ethical and legal minefield.
No, I literally thought that too. I was like, I feel like the things that you're asking for are like, if this went to court,
Unconscionable.
like like if you decided to sue me about this later, like it would not look good on me. Which is why I'm like, I don't think I can sign up for that personally. I
Bad
just don't
idea.
know. Yeah, but anyway, so dating's fun. I don't understand the gay community. Oh, I went to a gay bar too for the first time in like a decade, other than drag shows, just to go to a gay bar, and it was pretty boring. So remembering why I don't do that. So
I love a gay bar, but that's because people buy me drinks.
yeah,
They
I mean,
look like
people bought me
this.
drinks too. I mean,
They could tell I'm short on cash.
same. Maybe that's why they buy me drinks too. They're like, damn, you can't afford a shirt, so you probably can't afford a drink.
Anyways, what
Yeah,
we're
let's get to
really
Drag
here to talk
Race.
about is Drag Race All Stars Season 10, Episode 4. We're getting into
Yeah.
the pink bracket. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And we got some
favorite
heavy
color.
hitters and some heavyweights. That's what Mistress Isabel
Oh.
calls herself. She's the heavyweight champ.
Does she?
I didn't make that joke. It's on her Twitter profile.
I didn't even laugh at the joke.
Wow.
Well,
Doll Thighs doesn't think plus size queens are funny.
I fucking hate it here. I hate it here so much. Remember that one time you got canceled because you called Jack Black fat?
Canceled is a strong word. It was one person in chat who got mad that I called Jack Black fat.
Well, did you apologize?
Of course
Would you like to
not.
apologize to Jack Black?
Anyways,
I'm gonna tweet this at Jack Black as soon as you post it.
I'm sure he'll respond.
Yeah,
very
probably. I'm sure.
interested.
I mean, what else does he have going on? Was he? Isn't it? I mean,
He did the
does he still have
Minecraft
a career?
movie. He's booked.
Oh my God, you're right. The wildly successful Minecraft movie.
Unprecedented.
Yeah. Well, what was this episode about? I don't remember.
Well, we're introducing the Pink Queens. And so
Right.
we have entrance looks and challenge looks go through.
Not to mention, RuPaul has to explain the 20 minutes of rules again.
Yeah,
in
they
case
wear
we all forgot
different.
at home.
They wear like different broadcaster outfits this time. Michelle also wears like a little wig, and they re-explain
Right.
the rules all over again as if we need to hear them.
Yeah, my favorite.
But do you want to talk about the
So-
entrance looks?
Yes. Yeah, so let's start with the entrance looks.
All right, let's start with some entrance looks.
Was there a lot of looks this episode? Yeah, because it's a ball,
Yeah.
right?
It was not a ball, but it was a design challenge.
Oh, starting off strong with Miss Carrie Cole.
Starting off
Carrie
with
Colby?
the preview crashing. All right.
That's Carrie Colby, right?
Yeah. And for some reason,
Okay.
every time I try to resize this window, it crashes.
Just leave it. We can see her just fine.
Great.
This is fun.
I really like this because it's like a fun little like bodysuit that looks like a suit, but like she's like behind the shirt. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. I think it's
And there's
really
like there's like a
fun.
design label that says Carrie Colby.
Right.
on the
And it's
tag.
also like, I feel like it's a fun concept as like a sort of like trans themed look that's not literally somebody wearing a trans flag on their body, which we've seen so many times. So I think this is a really cool idea because it's like taking a masculine.
Yeah, I love things that
type
play
of
with
outfit.
like menswear, women's wear, and like mixes them together.
Yeah, it's very fun. Love the hair. That
hair's
is
so
expensive
long.
wig. That is a wig
And she was
that I could
brushing it
not
out
afford.
later.
I would too. You don't want that shit getting fucked up.
No, she had it on the top shelf, and it reached
Yeah.
all the way down. And she was
Like
you
how
know,
much? How much do you think a wig like that costs?
Oh, bitch!
You
I
buy
think
more
costs, like-
wigs than I do.
I mean, if it's human,
It has to be, right?
it's got to be like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, like that's like probably more than my mortgage payment. for
Yeah,
that
no,
wig.
that's a lot of hair, bitch.
I'm pretty sure it looked human. It's
Yeah,
sometimes
it looks
it's hard to
really
tell, but
nice and flowy.
yeah, when it's that long, if it's synthetic, it usually gets a little.
Oh, it's gonna
tangly.
get tied in a knot if it's synthetic.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that was human hair. That is a wig.
Stunning.
But yeah, the outfit's great too. I think
Yeah.
everything about like literally no critiques about the look. Now her personality. Miss Carrie Colby has some interesting.
She has some interesting tweets.
Yeah, she has an interesting track record on social media. That's for sure. I still like her though.
Yeah, I think she's a good
sometimes
person and I
wonder
like her, but
about her.
she says weird things sometimes.
Yeah, she certainly does. She certainly makes me question which side she's on. Remember that time she posted her voter card because everyone thought she was a Republican? So she posted like a voter card to prove she voted for Kamala
That's-
Harris.
So funny.
Like, which I understand I understand, but I'm also like, if you're at the point where you need to literally post as a proof, like what's
You need to look at you need to like review your actions that led you to this point.
literally
And
like,
be like,
look
what
at
could
your
I have done
behavior.
better?
Right.
What went wrong?
This is a great look, though. I think it's one of the best ones we saw. I mean, I don't remember everyone we saw, so I'm sure I'll remember more. But
But no, I mean, the fabric looks really nice. It's tailored really well. It fits her
Yeah.
perfectly. It's a fun concept. I think
mean,
this is A.
S tier, A tier, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I don't think
it's
it's
bordering on S tier for me. But I think it's just like the details are so good, like the wig, like everything about it is just very good.
I think it's just very, very, very well made, and it's a fun concept, but doesn't quite like.
It's I don't think I'm gonna
soar.
remember it later. You're probably
Yeah, this
right.
isn't
Like,
something
it's
that's
not,
gonna
like,
keep
one
you
of the
up at
greatest looks. No, but it's a great entrance look. For an entrance look, this is
Oh
like,
yeah.
like a high caliber. That's for sure.
You know what
This
does
entrance
keep me up
looks-
at night? Tina Burner.
Okay. Now I wonder.
Okay.
Do you think this is like? Do you think she actually thought this looked good, or was this like a red herring? Like she wanted to
I
look
think
bad at first.
I think she thinks this looks really good.
Do you think so? See, because
Yes.
as the episode progressed, I was like, oh, maybe that first look was just like she
She's
didn't
like,
want to play all
"I've
her cards too
changed."
soon.
I've
You think
reinvented
so?
my drag. I'm a stunning, Gorgina, gorgeous lady now.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, like, she talks about her
I
makeup transformation, and let's be real, she changed her eyebrows, and
yeah.
that was
I'm not
pretty much it.
I am not an expert on makeup, so I don't I mean, to me she looks very
Things I'm
similar
grateful. I'm
to
going to
what she
start with
used
the
to look like.
positives.
Okay.
It's not red, orange, and yellow. She
Yes,
does
I
have red
appreciate that.
hair, but it's not
But it's
fire
better. It's
engine
not
red.
yeah, it's not like fucking Little Mermaid ass like red hair. It's like it's bordering on a more natural red.
Yeah.
It's still not natural, but it looks better, I think.
This is better than
I
anything she presented on her season,
I don't
except for the Bette Midler look. That one was okay.
yeah. We're gonna have to do a full ranking of Tina Burner's looks in her entire
Listen,
career because I feel like she's such a fascinating character.
she's I'm obsessed with her. Not in like
So
I don't know if it's positive or negative, but like
for me, okay, so I, as a designer, sometimes struggle with when people use a lot of really cheap fabric
yeah.
to make a big thing, and it's like kind of unembellished. It's just not really that interesting. It's just like a bunch of like cheap polyester draping from your back.
Yeah.
I don't like that personally, but then when she took it off, it looked worse. So
Yeah, I think the problems start with the
So-
gown itself because like
yeah,
when you really get in here, it's like it's like a cheap, yeah, like it's like a cheap polyester
rough.
fabric, and you can tell where it's like puckering and pulling.
Yes.
It's like over the
It's-
construction of like the bodice and everything. It's like you can see all the boning, which isn't always bad, but here it's like puckering and stuff in some places and not in the
it's
others, and it just
not-
looks
It's not very well made. The top
Yeah.
little pointy pieces are kind of floppy.
yeah,
There's not
one's
enough
up, one's
structure.
down.
There's it's a really unforgiving fabric because it's like a cheap polyester. It's also reflective, which makes
Yeah.
it even more
Which,
unforgiving,
when
especially
it's done
under,
right, you go like,
TV
"Whoa,
lights.
that looks spectacular." But if you have issues,
Yeah, because it's
it
impressive.
looks. Oof.
Yes. It's one of those things where it's like I feel like to me, if I saw like a rendering, like a drawing of this outfit.
Oh yeah, the
I
concept
would be
was
like,
probably
"Oh,
very slay.
That's like that looks really cunty. I can't wait to see it." But then they bought really cheap fabrics, and I mean, I don't know who made it, but it just feels kind of rushed. So it's.
I mean,
think it looks
I'm
bad.
guessing that the thought was, oh, I'm just walking into the workroom in this,
Yeah.
not like the main stage.
But also, it's like they have like she has to know that there's going to be a bunch of F-slurs like us on the internet judging every single look that she brings. So to me, it's like I would always want to look my best if I was on TV, and I just don't like this. It's just
Yeah.
really poorly executed. I like the gloves. I think they're
Yeah,
a
the
nice
gloves are
touch.
nice. I like these shiny
I also-
gloves.
I don't like the giant star on her head. I
giant
don't
star
really
is a
understand
bit-
how that ties in.
All
and I also don't
stars.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I also do not like the red lip with this personally. That's just my preference. It's just a little too clown red.
Yeah, I think with some tweaks, this could be a really good look, but the way it
Yes.
was constructed just doesn't. It's just kind of swallowing her up, which is impressive for Tina Burner.
I didn't say anything.
I'm putting
That
it in
was all
C
you.
tier.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I like the design of it. It's just
Yeah.
really poorly executed, in my opinion.
I
And
think
just
the-
for
I
the
think-
record, I have been a professional costume designer before. I don't do it anymore. I just need to state that. I personally wouldn't, if I had made that dress, I would have been like, we can't use this one. Because that happens. Listen, there are times when as a designer or a costumer or whatever, you have a great design, you make something, it turns out badly, and you just gotta go, we can't do this. We gotta cut it, we'll do something else. And that's how I would have felt about that dress when I saw it finished.
Lydia Butthole Collins is wearing
So,
some sort of potato sack dress.
okay. Now, I think this is more Lydia is okay. So this is kind of, I feel like this is sort of like your, I mean, you know who she is from like social media, but you didn't watch Lydia's season.
Yeah.
I think that having seen what Lydia can do, the thing I always struggle with her is sometimes she lets the concept be the main focus and kind of loses track of it like looking good.
Yeah, concept over execution sometimes.
Right. And it's funny because Lydia is actually, from my recollection, a very talented designer and a very talented stitcher and draper and everything. Like she made she made every look she wore, I think she said.
Yeah, she
in this
said
episode.
that she made everything for her season.
Yeah, and most of them looked really good. The problem is that she'll also pull out something like this where I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, I feel like this is
it's
a
like
reference to
I
something?
don't get.
Literally.
I feel like this is just a reference I don't quite understand.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to judge this really harshly because I think like her makeup looks really cool, her hair looks great, the purse is fun, but I don't understand what it's about. It's like, to me, hair and makeup look great, but don't really match this outfit, and the shoe also does not match this outfit. So I don't want to be too hard on Lydia because I know of everyone here, she had the least amount of time to prepare.
Yeah.
She was literally like snatched from her season. They gave her like 4 days to prepare, I think, if I've heard correctly. So literally, like, they delayed the filming of her group because they wanted her to have a couple days to get ready, basically.
She's just sewing in her hotel room.
Literally, like I
For,
said,
like,
that's the
weeks.
thing. That's the thing about Lydia. It's really funny. We'll get into it when we start talking about what happens. But like, nobody in the cast really knows who she is,
No.
except Mistress hypothetically would know her because Mistress did make an appearance on her season. So they filmed like one episode of, was it season 17 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, they filmed like one episode of season 17 together. Other than that, nobody knows who the fuck she is.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of an advantage,
Yeah,
honestly.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely, we've never quite seen that before that I can remember, but there probably was an example where a queen filmed an All-Stars before their season aired. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But this is like really recent. Like, she is filming this season before her season has even aired, so she doesn't even know how the fandom
Yeah,
has
she's like, I'm an
responded to
all-star,
her yet.
apparently, and I don't even know what
Right.
the fan reaction to me is.
It's so fascinating. And then in theory, I guess she would have gone back and filmed the lip sync SmackDown or whatever they call it for her season after she filmed All Stars. So it's gonna be really interesting to see if she like does really well here, if she wins. Like, imagine she
Yeah.
won All Stars and then
crazy.
she had to go back and film that section of season 17. Like, that would be so wild.
That'd be crazy.
Anyway, I don't like this.
You don't like it?
No, I don't. I like Lydia a lot. I'm really excited she's here. I think this is like maybe B tier. It's not Tina Burner.
It's okay. Yeah, no. I solidly like. I think she looks good, but like I don't get the reference, so it's B.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sure if I understood the reference, it would end up being like an A because it's probably spot on and clever.
What's
but,
your
like,
first impression of Lydia? Do you like her?
Oh, I think she's really fun. I really like
Yeah.
her style. I really like her attitude. And like she's standing up there with like some, Drag Race like legends, and she's like fitting in just fine and just being like, yeah, whatever.
yeah.
I think it's fun.
No, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how she performs and how the other queens who don't know who she is are going to respond to that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mistress
So-
Isabel Brooks.
Okay.
I like this.
Can you, maybe you can explain this to me because you're from Texas.
Yeah.
What is with the like
The loaf?
hair loaves? Yeah. Yes,
It's just-
exactly.
it's
Is this like a
pageant
Texas thing?
It's a pageant thing.
It's a pageant thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Because I feel like
pageants are
every
big
time
in
I
the
see
South.
this, every time I see this like loaf situation, it's usually like a Southern queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I think this is a fine entrance look.
Yeah. I think it looks nice.
I think sometimes my problem with Mistress is that she never does anything when it comes to the runway. I've never seen her do anything like really memorable.
Yeah, she wears a
You know
lot
what I
of the
mean?
same silhouettes, as they will talk about.
And
It's a good silhouette on her, but like, it's hard to make it crazy.
Well, I personally think it's actually quite easy to do a bunch of different gowns, but I think she likes what she likes, and what she likes is very polished but simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, unfortunately, we're making a TV show, and like, people remember the weird shit. You know what I mean? It's like the Sam Starr situation. It's like literally so polished, but probably one of the most forgettable queens from season 17. And even just the queens that we've looked at so far that are on the tier list already, Mistress is the one person on this tier list I could not recall a single look of hers. But I could
Really?
recall probably multiple looks of all the other three, yeah.
Okay.
I just find her looks kind of forgettable. They're pretty.
Yeah.
Like, when I see her, I think, yeah, that's good drag.
She's usually just in a bodysuit or a dress or some combination of the two, as we see here.
Right.
But I
It
think
looks
this
like
looks
something
nice. I think she looks good.
It looks like something my mom would have worn in, like, the 90s.
Your mom was
My mom's
styling.
a wild character. We don't
I
talk
think
about
it
my
looks.
mom
I think
often.
I think it's good. I'm gonna put it.
Yeah,
in A.
I think it's A
She
tier.
looks really polished. It fits her really
It's
well.
fine, yeah. And it's an entrance look, so it's like, it's hard to judge entrance looks really harshly.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
they don't know
It's
they
hard to
don't
judge
know
them
what
harshly.
they're walking into. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like they could be about to get dunked in a dunk tank. And for this bitch, she probably was worried about that.
I mean, from her season, she was
Nicole
ready to be
Page
shot out
Brooks.
of a cannon,
She was ready to be sent out on the street to sell cherry pies.
thrown into a lake of alligators. Like,
Yeah. Oh god, this is really hideous. What is going on here? This is really
Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
So what does it say? It says Brooks. Is
It says
that her
Brooks.
name?
Yeah, it says Brooks.
And she has that over her crotch.
Yes.
It's like a belt that she's wearing like around her literal crotch.
Yeah.
That is an insane place to put a belt. It's just really kind of crazy. Why, like, it's like, did it slip down? But if it did slip down, like, it's a belt. It shouldn't. You know, it's like, that's what a belt is for.
I think it was supposed to be low slung.
That's too low. It's also, this is just an insane idea. Like, making this, like, bodysuit out of, like, a flat red, like, stretch fabric, but then also making a giant red cape.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and gloves.
What? It's just so flat. There's, like, nothing... There's like there's no point of interest other than the belt that's like sitting way too low on her body.
I mean, I bet this looks a lot better when you're not in like blinding studio lights.
It might, but I don't think that is an excuse personally, especially on an all-star season. Although she did say, I think it was an Untucked, she said, they didn't have this many lights
She's like,
last
it
time
wasn't
I was
this
here.
bright last time I was here.
Which, honestly, fair. It's been a long fucking time. I think her hair looks good.
Yeah,
That's
her
the one
hair
thing
looks
I will
great.
say. I hate the shoe she decided to wear with this too.
She's got to show off her toenails.
Yeah, but even so.
Which she clarified, she has never worn acrylic toenails, and Raven was lying. So
Okay.
we have that.
This is really rough. Sorry, Nicole. How do you feel? How do you feel about her makeup? You're more of a makeup expert.
I mean, I love that she said, I haven't had any work done because I don't need it.
Oh.
I was like,
Do you
that's
think she's
powerful.
Do you think that was a lie?
I don't know. She looks pretty natural. Like she's not like Phoenix. She's not like lifted and pumped and
Yeah, no. She looks good. Like, the
Yeah.
thing about Nicole Page Brooks is that she is so fucking funny.
oh yeah.
And she does look good. Like, she's the kind of queen where, like, if she came to one of my local drag shows, I would 100% go see her.
I'd go in a heartbeat.
But I don't think that always translates to television very well. But I will say she made me laugh probably
She
more than
made
anyone this
us
season,
laugh
this episode.
multiple times where we just started cackling.
In the fucking Untucked episode where they were asking the Magic 8 Ball questions, and they cut to her and she was like, I don't like sorcery.
I don't like sorcery. And she walked away.
That's so kind of fucking
shit
funny.
I love.
Right. So it's like, I'm so happy she's here. I just wish that she looked better. But I also think that it's been a long time since she's been here. And unfortunately, when it comes to Drag Race, the game is very different from the last time that she played it.
Oh, very
It's a lot more expensive. It's like we're playing like high stakes poker now. Like buy-in is like $100,000.
Yeah.
So we can't be coming with these like Joanne Fabrics looking outfits and expect people to like them.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
I will say, once again, this concept, if done in better fabrics and styling, I think could look like nice on her.
It could. It's also a rough color. Like that kind of like blood red can be kind of difficult. It's, I don't know. Okay.
Gorgeous, okay,
so one thing I will say is that in the actual episode, they didn't actually show the outfits too much. They only showed like a brief glimpse.
Yeah,
of
we only
them.
got like a glimpse of them, and then they started talking about the rules again.
Right. So I feel like I didn't get a good amount of time to appreciate the really beautiful ones, and I didn't get a good amount of time to really like look at the shitty ones. This is better than I remember it being.
It photographs really well from the front. I think my only complaints are it's another little, like, you know, kind of like lingerie, bodysuit, bras and panties kind of look for Georges. Which is like, she likes to wear them. She likes to dance. She's got her, like,
I think
fairy godmother Shrek 2 hair on.
Not the Shrek 2 hair. For me, I think I get the concept. It's like a Birth of Venus thing.
Yeah.
I could see her doing like
You've got her clam out.
What's that Lady Gaga song? Is it called Venus?
Yeah.
I could see her doing that.
Rocket
like that number in this
9,
outfit.
take off to the planet.
Yeah. It's like, to me, it's like maybe that's what she had this made for, and then she was like, oh, it'll be a great outfit, like a great entrance look.
Yeah.
I don't know if she does Lady
it looks
Gaga,
cute.
but,
It's well made.
I love her makeup.
Oh yeah,
I know it's just
her makeup
a
is
lot of blush
gorgeous.
all over her face, but I just think like
even
when
she's it's so cute,
even in the moments where she's basically out of drag and she's just still in makeup, she looks so beautiful. It's like striking.
Oh yeah, she just has one of those
I think
faces.
I actually think this is really fun. Yeah, like I actually like it a lot. I think, I don't know. It's like, it's obviously not my favorite. And I also feel like there's something a little unusual that it's not like, I feel like it would have made more sense if it was like pearl white because of the clam.
Yeah.
So it almost feels like she just had this like purple thing and then she had this.
I kind of would like if it was more incorporated into the outfit instead of just like strapped to her back.
Right. It feels like two different ideas.
Yeah, I really do feel like if you got rid of the ruffly thing behind her, it would be kind of boring.
I think it's really pretty though.
But like, it is still pretty. I still like it a lot.
I think it really complements her body really nicely.
Yeah.
And she has a really beautiful body, but it's like she's very small, and sometimes that can work against people. Like some people just don't know how to make that look good proportionately. But no, she definitely does. I mean, she looks great.
A's for Georges. Sorry,
I think A tier.
Okay, so what they have to do this episode, getting into the actual challenge of it all.
Oh, was that all the look? Oh yeah, there's only 6 of them.
Yeah.
Forgot how this works.
They have to do a design challenge, episode 1. And yeah, they don't have a performance aspect to this, unlike the first bracket, who had to do a performance for every single challenge.
Right. Very interesting.
They didn't have to like write a verse and also do a design challenge, which I'm thankful for.
Episode 1 for bracket 1, wasn't that like a singing challenge or something?
Yeah, they had to do like they had to write a verse, and they also had to
So there's something else to it.
There was another part to it.
There was so much going on in every episode of the last
It was a
bracket that I
lot.
literally couldn't keep track. So yeah, because I think they did multiple like writing a verse and performing it
Yeah.
in the last bracket, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
So they had to do the heavy metal looks, and also
Yes. Yes, and then they later did the makeover challenge where they had to write another verse,
Yes.
and then the guests had to perform a verse too, which is crazy.
Yes.
So it's interesting.
Episode 2 was just a performance challenge. So like,
Right. It was like an acting challenge. It's really interesting. I think that if I've ever wanted to call Drag Race rigged, this feels more rigged than any season we've ever done before, because the way that they have picked and chosen the different brackets and then they're giving them completely different challenges is really wild to me. Like, that just seems like patently unfair.
literally.
Because I personally believe somebody like Nicole Page Brooks probably would have excelled more in the first bracket.
Yeah, I think
Don't
if
you
Nicole
think?
Page Brooks was doing like improv, I think she would have probably done better than
A design
challenge.
Because technically, the first bracket didn't have a design challenge.
No.
They had a makeover challenge, which is similar, but not the same, because they're allowed to bring those outfits
Yeah,
from
they're allowed to
home.
just bring them from home.
So nobody in bracket 1 had to actually sew anything at
No.
all. Whereas this bracket, they're just starting right off, like going right into it. I think that's kind of fucked.
But yeah, they were all
kinda
given
fucked up.
8 balls with predetermined fabrics and materials for
Right.
them to use, which also seemed very like almost curated in a way for a lot of them as well, which was interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like it probably wasn't random, and I say
No.
that mostly because Tina Burner got her
Burner
Yellow
got
and
her
Red
colors.
fantasy.
Lydia literally got the same types of fabrics that she got eliminated in on that design challenge.
Right.
Mistress Isabel Brooks got like zebra print.
Yeah.
Like people
or I think it
got
was
things
leopard
that
print.
like more or less like go with kind of their general vibe.
Really wild. Wild. Okay, and there wasn't really anything else happening. It was just
No, it was just
time
make
to
an
sew.
outfit.
Okay. Okay, so starting with Georgia.
Georges did this like loincloth dress.
Yeah. This is
Oh, and they had to use all 8 materials that were provided. That was like the stipulation.
Yeah.
There were 8 materials and they had to incorporate all of them.
yeah, I like the idea of that as a challenge. I think
Yeah.
that's a fun. As a designer, I would enjoy doing that because it really makes you think creatively.
I just thought it was funny how they had to like, they're like, so what were your 8 materials? And they had to like point to each one. They're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. RuPaul just wanted to see who couldn't count, which I think is funny. I think this is adequate.
Yeah.
It's not
I think
good.
she worked with like the materials decently. Like she incorporated them all. The colors look balanced at least.
Yeah.
This could have
so
got
it's
like
kinda
having like this really like dark black and these like purples and like lavenders and then this like bright yellowy gold color. It could get real bad real fast if you
It
don't
could.
balance
I mean,
it.
purple and yellow are complementary, so in my opinion, they kind of set her up for success. Like purple and yellow,
Yeah.
when the tones are chosen correctly, tend to look pretty good. And the tones were chosen for her, so I really don't think that there was any way for her to fuck this up. Like I think this was gonna look good together. I just think that the execution of this is really heinous. Like the actual like
I don't think it's-
technical sewing or gluing or whatever.
It
she
looked
was doing
okay
to
when you're
put it
like
together.
when you were like really like zoomed out. Like it
yeah,
looked
like
fine.
from here it looks fine, but then in the actual
But, like,
episode,
every time they
really
zoomed in and you could see
in.
like these are
Yeah, and
two
you
different
were like,
shapes.
"Oof,
It's a really
oof."
rough like like it's
Yeah.
so jagged.
like
like,
clearly
that's
nothing
off,
was
that's
measured.
off.
Like she wasn't even. Which, by the way, to do like a very symmetrical thing like this, literally all you have to do is just draw on like one half of it, fold it in
Just
half.
fold it
Like,
in
that's
half.
it. It's that simple to make something symmetrical when you're making clothes. You just fold that shit in half, or you make a pattern.
Some of these
piece
panels,
and
like
you just
what happened
double it.
here in this panel?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
It's really
strange. I mean,
asymmetrical.
the face, stunning.
She looks beautiful, and the hair, you can't see in this photo, but the hair goes like down.
Yeah,
like, past her
it
ass.
goes like way
really,
down here.
It's a beautiful, like,
You can still see the hair here. Back.
yeah, like long, like very voluminous drag wig, which I love. I love like big and long hair. Like, it's very cool. And she's so tiny too that it's that wig is probably, it's like a fucking bob on like Mistress.
On Bob.
It's on Bob. Yeah, but she looks great. I mean, it's like
fantastic.
it's hard to judge Georges for looking bad because she always looks good even if she wears something that looks like shit. You know what I mean?
She's one of those people that can like wear anything and it's going to look stunning.
Right. And because she has the makeup skills to back it up. She's obviously has the wig and it's like she looks great. It's just if I made this, I would literally be so ashamed. But she's not a designer or a sewer, so I can't judge it that harshly.
I do give her points for not just doing
like a swimsuit or
for literally
fabric.
just making like a little swimsuit bodysuit situation or like
No,
just
I
gluing it
agree.
to like a corset. Like she tried to actually make a garment.
Yeah, I think the closer you get to a dress on a design challenge, the more points you should get personally. Like, or I mean, we'll see other things that aren't dresses, but I think a lot of times it's like if you can't sew, aim for a dress and just do your best. If you can sew, we're gonna see some really cool shit in this challenge because some of these bitches can sew. I think B.
You think B? Okay.
Yeah. I think it looks better than the stuff we have in C tier.
True.
Sure.
Okay, like, yeah, if this was made, with time, like, ahead of time, and it actually had time put into it, it could look really nice.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
I
just
think if
because
she
she
had
had to
someone
make
else
it,
make
yeah.
it. Yeah, with those fabrics, I think it would have looked really beautiful if she had someone
agree.
else make it.
Up
Who's
next
next?
is Carrie Colby.
Carrie Colby.
She was... I
so
was so confused because she got some really nice looking fabrics. She got like a shiny blushy pink. She got this gorgeous like molten brown shimmery flowy fabric.
Yeah.
And I thought like, oh, that's perfect to make like a skirt or a dress out of. Like it's going to look beautiful walking down the runway. And what she did with all of her different fabrics is she just sort of like turned them into tubes and just
she
braided them into a bra top.
cut it all into strips and braided it, which so
crazy decision.
It's not like for me, because like I get what she's going for. I've seen many garments made like that. Typically, you want it to not be so like chunky.
Yeah,
like she did like thick strips of fabric and then braided them together, and it's not like they weren't really like lightweight fabrics either. They were kind of like heavier weight. Like it just looks a little crazy, but she's just really beautiful.
She's just really hot. So like
so it's like hard. She doesn't look bad, but she looks like.
But you have to imagine
the outfit looks bad.
Is it because the outfit looks good, or is it just like she's skinny, hot, and tall, so it just looks good on her?
Problem. Like, and it's just like, unfortunately, there is a double standard where it's like if Mistress Isabel Brooks wore this, they would have
crucified her.
They would have been like, you look terrible. And it's like, it's to me kind of unfair because it is a design challenge, and this is I will say she put a lot of work into it, but it's because she made it more difficult than it needed to be.
Time put into a project does not necessarily guarantee quality.
No. So for me, even though she doesn't look bad, I don't love the like beaded curtain just haphazardly wrapped around her waist.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's not even like a beaded curtain skirt because she tried to like. Did she try to braid it? Or did it all just get bunched together?
No, I believe that is intentionally braided together as well.
Like she tried to braid together like a loin cloth down the front.
I think so, yeah.
It's like a weird, like the skirt doesn't even come all the way. It's literally just a scrap of fabric that she.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's really rough.
It's really bad. She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Carrie always looks absolutely stunning.
Yes.
But
The outfit is
This
what we're
is
judging. This is a design challenge.
really bad.
I think it has to go in at the least. Yeah, I was gonna say C tier at the best.
It doesn't. It's a bra with like a piece of fabric wrapped around her for as a skirt.
Yeah,
It's not. It's
and it's
not
like,
good.
I don't know. Like designing and making clothes is not her forte. I think she
No.
looked good in the end, but
Yeah,
like,
but
I do think that if this were an elimination type of situation, she may have been in the bottom up for elimination.
yes, yes,
'Cause that was wild. That was a wild series of choices she made.
not
Great.
good.
Moving on.
Let's see. Let's bring up Nicole Page
my
Brooks
God,
from
I
Atlanta,
forgot about this.
Georgia.
I had blocked this out completely. Oh my god.
She made sure to show off the shoe though.
Wow. This is
Gorgeous.
rough. Do you ever think Nicole Page Brooks kind of looks like Idina Menzel?
I could see it.
There's something a little like Elphaba about her.
People were.
She said,
It was
"Take me for what I
controversial that people were
am."
talking about how she doesn't. For some people, claim that she doesn't wear enough makeup, but like, I don't think she needs it. Like, I think she looks pretty.
She looks pretty. But for me, I don't know. I think that sometimes it's in the details. Like I think her lip color is a little
I wouldn't wear this lip
intense.
color with like neon green and like
No.
electric blue.
And I think that the wig is bad.
The wig wasn't great.
The wig is rough.
The wig was somehow both frizzy and flat at the same time.
Yeah, it's just personally for somebody who has been doing drag for so long, and like, don't get me wrong, I know queens like this. I'm friends with queens like this, but it's like to me sometimes I look at a drag performer and I think, wow, you have been doing drag for like 20 years. Why would you keep that wig? You know what I mean? It's like at a certain point you must have better wigs, so like why is this one even in the rotation anymore? Like throw it out, or like I don't know, give it to James Mansfield. That bitch is always trying to restyle an ugly wig.
I think honestly the biggest downfall of this outfit is just the fact that the stars aren't like perfect.
Oh, I have so many problems with this outfit.
I'm
Problem
just
number
saying.
one.
I'm just saying the most glaring thing to me is just the fact that these stars aren't consistent.
Oh,
They're ripply.
yeah,
they're
bad
oblong.
for sure.
Like,
I think my
you
biggest
could do this
problem-
concept and make it cute, but
Yeah, for sure.
so once again, she didn't get to pick her color palette. This is what she was given.
No, she didn't.
She's given a bunch of
but-
blue and like periwinkle fabrics
right,
and
but she
green
did
feather
have,
boas.
Okay, for me personally, if I was given this, and I don't remember how much of each fabric she had, but if what I would have done was I would have made the dark purple the main
Yes.
color, because that would have complemented the lime green way better than the blue.
And you would like
'cause
the
once again,
lighter
purple
colored
and green
stars
are
on a darker
complementary.
background because that just makes more sense.
I think that a one-piece swimsuit situation is deceptively difficult. A lot of people think it's a simple garment, but like she just kind of like stitched two flat pieces of fabric together. And that's not really how it works. Like,
Yeah.
that's why it's like you can see it's puckering around her shoulders. The cut of the hips is like kind of old maidenly. Like I would have definitely pulled the hip cut. Like,
Yeah, it needs
way
to go
higher.
up here.
Yeah, to kind of extend her
You need like a
legs little
French
bit.
cut there. It needs to like.
Yeah, and also just there's no. I mean, really look at the swimsuit. Like really zoom in on it, and you'll see that there's no fucking oh my god, I can't think of like sewing terms. There's basically no shape to it, right? She didn't have
Yeah.
any fucking darts, no like princess line. It is a flat piece of fabric that is being like just stretched around her body. And it's not a stretchy, forgiving fabric.
No, I think that's the biggest problem with choosing this fabric as the base for like a swimsuit is that it's not stretchy. So it's just sort of gonna lay on your body how it is.
Exactly. And that's why it looks terrible. That's the first thing that I noticed, Because if you're going to do something really simple, you have to at least do it well.
Yeah.
So this is really rough. This is like down there with Carrie Colby's, in my opinion.
I will say,
I actually think this could have been a really cool outfit with the colors that she was given.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that she knows anything about design or construction of garments.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. Not everybody's a designer. Not everybody's like a draper or sewer kind of person.
So like I think she put a lot of effort into this, but
maybe. I think
she
this would
did.
take. I was just saying. I think to execute something like this. I mean, like, not to be hateful, but she literally sewed like maybe like 4 or 5 straight seams.
yeah.
That's the whole garment. She just.
I think if you were to give that
together.
concept, like if she were to go to somebody that actually knows how to design, and she said, "I want to have a swimsuit with stars made out of these materials, based on this Suzanne Barsh look," I think they could have pulled out something that looked nice. Like I don't think
we
it was.
didn't even talk about how she has the like stars like strung to her butt too.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think the
No, it's
concept
rough.
was okay. I just think she doesn't have the technical skill to like bring it to life.
Right. And we didn't even talk about Suzanne Barsh. I mean, for anyone who doesn't know who she is, she's a legendary, like iconic, like nightclub personality who is
Event
famous
organizer,
for
party thrower,
yeah, and she's famous for having these insane looks.
insane looks.
But she has a whole team of designers that do them for her. So it's tough when you don't have that kind of design skill and you're doing something inspired by Suzanne Barsh and you're going to present it to her. It's just like, it's going to look like arts and crafts. And I think that almost made it worse. Like, I feel like I have the skills to execute a level, like that level of outfit. I wouldn't even do that. I would not try to remake a Suzanne Barsh like inspired look in front of her because I would be too intimidated personally. So I have to at least give her some points for like the gall and the gumption to do that.
Yeah, I think it's not good, but like
No.
it's not. I think it's still better than Carrie Colby's little brawn
I
panty.
think so.
I think so.
I think Carrie Colby's looks better. It's like not as visually appalling to me.
I don't know. I think it's slightly better.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I think they're both terrible, so really simple in
I don't think
hairs
we
at this
really need to
point.
like be like we don't really have to fight
No.
over who's the worst.
No, they're both rough. Great. Although I will say, just for the record, in the Untucked, when everybody said who did the worst, everybody said Nicole Page Price.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on to Mistress.
Which, you know, she was given a bunch of fabric. I don't know what they expected her to do with this blue tulle with this like dark brown, black lace, tiger print like situation.
Think what she should have done with it, and it's really my only critique of this outfit because I actually like this a lot. I think she should have used the blue tulle to make a underskirt, like a crinoline for the skirt.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I think that my one issue with this outfit is that it's a beautiful dress, it's a beautiful silhouette, but even with how much volume she put in the flare of the skirt, there's not a lot of flare because there's not enough like understructure. She needs like some
I could see that.
something under there. It makes it a little harder to walk, but she's not performing in this anyway. She's just walking the runway. It would definitely look better. That's what I would have done with the blue tulle. And then when they asked where is it, I would just lift up the skirt and be like, here it is, bitch.
Yeah, I think
I don't think it had to be visible in the outfit. I don't know if that was part of the criteria.
I don't know.
I mean, you'd still see it when she walks, so it
Yeah.
would still technically be visible.
I still don't think it would look good under there as she walks to get this flash of blue. I think that would still look really ugly, but
It might. I mean, I don't know. I think it's weird that it's in a little pot. It's a little cauldron.
her little
she made.
cauldron, yeah, her little
Well, I
anal
will
bead
say,
cauldron.
actually, so I will say, I think they expected her to pair it with the other blue fabric that you can't really see.
Oh, right.
because
She used 2 layers for this purse, but still, like,
Yes.
combining blue and tiger print, that's like a saturated blue and tiger print is such a...
I think it could be really cool. I mean, I think that was part of this challenge is just they wanted really like problem pattern, like high contrast. Everybody got like patterns. Everybody got at least one pattern and really high contrast. Like yellow and blue are complementary colors, so almost everybody got. No, that's not true. Why did I say that? That's not true at all, is it? No, they're both primary colors. Wait,
But
what am
tigers
I
are famously
thinking?
more orange.
Oh yeah, blue and orange is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't
Yeah, yeah.
yellow.
No. I get what they were going for when they chose the fabrics. I just and I don't think she did bad.
No, I think she looks fabulous.
She had
her one
her
critique
only
was
real
like, they're like,
problem-
we see this silhouette on you all the time. It looks great on you, but we're not
Yes.
surprised that this is what you turned out.
I do like this loaf better than the last loaf.
Yeah, this is a really fun loaf. It's very like
Yeah.
like faux fur.
It gives me divine. Like it gives me
Yeah.
like that really iconic I think it's the pink flamingos dress where I don't remember, there was like an animal print. I think it was like a pink cheetah print or something, and it's the same silhouette, and she's got like the glove, like it's like a glove that goes up one arm. I love that dress. It's one of my favorite divine
Yeah.
looks. So I feel like that's kind of, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that seems like it was kind of the inspiration with the hair and the makeup and everything.
Yeah, could be. I do like her little like ruched gloves too. I think they look nice
Yeah.
and they attach to the straps up here. Oops.
I think all around it's a really solidly executed garment.
Yeah.
I also think that she should get some extra points because she made this corseted, like this bone corseted
Yeah.
dress. She actually made this from scratch.
That's
I'm
really
not sure she's wearing
impressive.
another corset under it, but yeah, corsetry, like good corsetry, takes time, and she clearly knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I know they showed some clips of her like struggling with it, which fair.
It's like, yeah, she's
corsets,
making an
it's-
entire garment, including a full custom corset, at the same time that Nicole Page Brooks is making a swimsuit. So
Right. A flat swimsuit. And the thing about corsets, for people who don't sew, it makes them so difficult, is it's a lot of panels of fabric and they're all curved. So you're doing
yeah,
a bunch
they're
of
all contoured.
curved like seams, like a bunch of them, and they have to be good, and then you have to bone it. Like it's a very time consuming process. So I think it looks good. Like
Yeah,
I really
she
don't
looks
have
fantastic.
any major critiques for this.
No, I think this is like for a design challenge for giving a bunch of fabrics and you turn out something that looks like somebody paid somebody to make it.
Yeah.
Like
I think the thing about Mistress too is
Honestly,
like the
why not?
proportions. The proportions always look really good.
Yeah.
I think.
she always has like great shape.
Yeah. You think S tier for that?
I think so. I think it's like I think that's like a winning look. Like she could win. She
Okay.
could have won this episode with that.
I agree.
Lydia Butthole Collins. No, I will say, I wish I had looked up the sketch. The sketch she made for
I
this
loved the sketch that she did.
was really good. She's a perfect example of she has great vision. She always
Yes.
has a great idea, a great
She's a
concept,
really good designer.
but she doesn't necessarily have all the skills technically to pull it off how she envisions it. But it still
maybe.
looks really good.
I don't know if it's a skill issue or if it's more of like a time management thing. Like
Maybe.
sometimes with Lydia's looks, at least from season 17.
Maybe she just works slower, so she had to like rush.
Well, I think she has a lot of complicated ideas, and I think sometimes there's a lot of pieces. It's like this kind of outfit might take a lot longer to put together than it seems like it might, because it's like on paper it's kind of just a bodysuit, but then she made gloves, and then she made leg warmers, and then she made a purse. Like there's a lot of extra pieces in it.
Yeah.
It looks like she also, it's hard to tell if it's a necklace or if she has some like rhinestones on it. I can't really
It's like this
tell.
like beaded necklace thing. It's like
Oh, it's
it
a
was like
necklace, okay.
crystals that she had in the
Yeah.
materials.
While I do like this, I think I would have liked it better if she had made the zebra print into a dress, like a gown, and then maybe made like some like pink patent leather like knee-high boot covers.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was like pink boots with a zebra print gown. I think that just would have elevated it a little bit more. I get that she's going for like a like 80s aerobic jazzercise kind of
Evening
concept.
wear. Yeah.
Right, but
I
to
love it. I
me,
love the concept. I just think if the green material was draped better, because in the sketch it was draped really like elegantly, and
yes,
the draping just isn't as good as the sketch here.
no. And I think maybe that could be a skill issue. I mean, it's I think she draped a bit too much fabric, and it looks like she draped it on, it's hard to tell if it's a stretch fabric, but it looks like she draped it on like the straight grain, which makes it look a lot more like blocky. She should have draped it on the bias, which would have been a lot more like flowy and fun, especially if it's a stretch fabric. I can't tell. It's hard to tell.
It's like a
But I
pre-sequin
think,
fabric, so I bet it's stretchy.
yeah, it probably is. I think this is one of the most challenging color combinations anyone
Yeah,
was given.
but this is the one
Personally,
I would want. A neon green,
it's
a neon
fun. It's
pink, and
really
a zebra
fun.
print. Like, you can't go wrong with it. It's really hard to go wrong.
Yeah, I think her makeup is perfect
Oh,
for the
stunning.
outfit. I think her wig is also great. So, I don't like that she keeps wearing these black.
Those are the
These, like,
same.
black
Those are the same
pumps.
pumps from her entrance look. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she had 4 days to prepare, so maybe she had like two pairs of shoes. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
It's like,
She probably got to go
I
to
do
the mall and
appreciate,
buy a couple extra pairs of shoes.
literally, because it's like these queens came here with these like full like drag race packages. They probably also got a stipend because this is All Stars, and Lydia got 4 days in a sewing machine. So,
Literally.
so it looks good though. Do
Yeah,
you think
no, I
it's
think
S
she
tier
looks
though?
great. I think it's S tier. I think
I
just
think so.
it doesn't look good in this picture because we're seeing the side, but like
Yeah.
this is right up my alley. I really like it.
Okay. I'm okay with it being S tier. I like the idea more than the finished product, personally.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love,
once again, I'll take a really fun concept that isn't executed perfectly over
yeah,
something that's like
fair.
kind of boring but executed flawlessly.
I personally love the way that she draws. I think that's
Oh,
really
her,
cool.
her
Like
drawings are
personally,
great.
like I used to back when I used to design, I used to like to collect costume renderings, like when I would work with another designer and stuff, and they would like give me them. I still have a bunch of costume renderings because a lot of designers just fucking throw them away or like put them in a portfolio or something. So sometimes they'll just give you one. I would love to own one of her costume renderings. I think they're
Oh yeah,
really
they're so
beautiful and
cute.
cool.
I love them.
Yeah. Okay, work. Who's next?
All right. The surprise of the night.
Oh, this
Tina
is
Burner, who
crazy.
famously like went home on
This
her
is
design challenge.
Crazy.
I was not prepared. It was
Same.
so I will say I wasn't a big fan of the coat.
No.
Like, but it was well made.
Same.
It would like fit
Yes.
her. I didn't really like it, but when she took it off, I was gagged.
It was a fine coat. It was not to like I think that it needed a little bit more tailoring to look good.
Yeah.
To look great. I guess it looked good. It didn't look like spectacular. I
No.
wasn't gagged by it. What I was gagged by was the fact that she made a pair of it's like a
Shiny?
pair of fitted high-waisted pants.
Shiny
She made a
gold high-waisted
yes.
trousers that fit immaculately.
She made a fully lined coat. She made a perfectly fitting shirt. It's like the fit of everything is great.
It
so
literally looks like she purchased these at a store and got them tailored. Like,
yes,
it's so
literally.
perfect.
This looks better than what a lot of them have brought with them.
This looks
This looks
better
better than
than
her
her
entrance
entrance
outfit
look.
than she brought with her. So it's really kind of confusing because I'm like, okay, so clearly you can sew and you have a general understanding of like proportions and design. So like now I'm confused. Like what's really going on here, Tina Burner?
And she had
This
like
is
this
great.
really
Like-
shiny sculptural like wig.
Yeah, the wig's nice. It's the same red that she walked in it with.
Mm-hmm.
I like so far in all the hair colors I've seen her in, I think she looks best in blonde hair personally. I kind of wish she would lean more towards her blonde era and kind of less in the red for me personally, but maybe that's just a preference. I don't know.
It's
I'm
just
not sure.
I was gagged because I wasn't expecting her to pull out something like this. Like,
Do you know how long it takes to make a lined coat? Like that is an undertaking.
Like,
I have made many lined coats. You basically are making 2 coats.
Yeah.
You have to make the coat twice. You have to make it out of the the fashion fabric and then out of the lining, and then you have to finish it. Like the amount of work that she did in who knows how long they had, but it's like meanwhile it's like Carrie Colby walked out there in like a bra that she made.
Yeah.
And it's like this bitch was really out here making these like super tailored pants.
And this does not look like an easy fabric to work with.
It's not.
Like
no, it's not a very forgiving fabric at all.
Kind of like thick, metallic, stiff
and
fabric.
You know what happens? If you fuck up, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because you can't rip seams out of that and then make it again. Like that like ruins that kind of fucking like
all
like,
around front to back, like it's like hemmed, it has all these details, it has like the darts and everything. It's so it looks like a perfectly
really
finished
good.
garment that you would see in a store.
Yeah. It's also like I'm assuming that she probably did the smart thing, which I think this is what everyone should do when they go to Drag Race. She probably had already decided what she was going to make for the design challenges and patterned them or had a professional pattern them at home. I don't know how good she is at actually patterning and all that kind of stuff, but based on this, I would assume she probably at least has some understanding of patterning because this is just incredible. Like,
Yeah.
Like, even if somebody else patterned it for her, like, the execution is, like, immaculate. It's so good.
No, this
And also, it just looks
shocking,
good. Like, it's like...
And she looks good, yeah.
I don't have an issue with any of the choices she made.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because it's Tina Burner.
It's Tina Burner. And we like everything.
I usually have an issue with everything she does. Like, I'm usually, like, the person who's like, why did she do all those things? Yeah, S tier, definitely. That was the best look of the night, I think, by far.
Oh, yeah, it was stunning. And of course, the winners of this episode were Lydia and Tina Burner. So we have their lip sync outfits. I love this outfit. This
is great.
This coat with these bell bottom rhinestoned flame pants. I want this now.
Yeah. No, I wonder if she wore those flame pants because she knew she was lip syncing against Tina Burner.
Also, Carrie Colby's like custom latex, like cheetah print outfit in the back. Oh, that was hot. But
do you have an image of Mistress Isabel Brooks as a fucking a carrot in the background? Just the orange cylinder of Mistress Isabel Brooks and her fucking tearaway look.
So
that was a great look.
I'm putting that on A tier. That was good. But then
like
Tina Burner went from
yeah.
Tina Burner went from like
what's this?
Immaculate fit to this little black dress moment.
What's going on here?
It's so confusing because like Tina Burner has wide shoulders and she didn't like really pad out her hips much.
There's like no padding.
So it's very
also, can we just talk about the leggings that end at the ankle?
Not a big fan.
And then the pumps, like, it's such an insane... What is going on here?
This is one of those things where she tore off the dress part and it's a bodysuit underneath with like red, yellow, orange again. And we're like, oh no, we're back.
Right. There was something under this. I forgot about that. Do you have an image of that?
No.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, there was something under this and it was a red, orange, yellow flames.
Bodysuit.
There was flames. Yeah. Flames on the side of my face. Yeah, this is bad.
It's really ugly.
I think it's really crazy to see them next to each other because it's like Lydia's outfit was something she could have brought for like a runway challenge.
Yeah, no, it's really nice.
Tina Burner is in one of the roughest looks we've seen today.
Yeah.
So, wild comparison. Okay, great. Yeah. How do you feel about so when you watch Untucked, you see that Mistress really thought she was gonna win.
Oh,
she was really like, there's one obvious winner here. It's me and Tina Burner. And then I'm sure she thought, I'm gonna win the whole episode because I'm gonna be lip syncing against Tina Burner. Like that was literally like you could see that process happening in Untucked. But she didn't even make it to the top. Lydia actually beat her out.
And then Lydia kicked Tina Burner's ass in that lip sync.
Yeah, unsurprisingly. I mean, the funny thing about Untucked was that they really underestimated Lydia, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, like, Mistress is, like, reading Lydia for filth in Untucked, expecting to win, and telling Lydia all the reasons that she's not gonna win. But then in the end, Lydia won. And the whole time, Lydia was just sitting there sipping her drink. And it's like, you have to think about this. Like, Lydia has been here for like 4 months.
Lydia has moved into her hotel room full time.
Literally.
Changed her address so she can get her mail again.
Like Drag Race, the Drag Race studio has become Lydia's home turf at this point. So it's like really, in a way, it's like all of these All-Stars queens are the new queens coming onto her season of Drag Race, and she's just here ready to eat them fucking up. Like, it's so funny that they're underestimating her. And it's like, if I was there, like Nicole, Jesus Christ, hold on, let me finish my thought before we even consider looking at this. If I was there, I would be more in Nicole Page's Brooks's mind, like, or wait, no, I think it was Carrie Colby. Carrie Colby was the one who was like, there's no way this bitch made all of her outfits. Like, she was like actually threatened by that.
Yeah.
That's how I would be thinking. I'd be thinking, holy shit, this bitch was so impressive that the producers brought her back immediately. Like, some of us have been waiting for this call for like 5-10 years. And she was just here, and they were like, no, we want to see you again immediately.
Yeah, no, I'd be intimidated as hell. It's like, I don't know what you're capable of, but Rue wanted you back right now.
Yeah, like, that's really wild to me. So, okay, let's talk about
wild
RuPaul's
to me?
look.
This outfit.
Yeah.
It's so weird, because
Okay.
like in the shoulder area, she's like this.
Well, it's because she has a bodysuit with shoulder pads on under a dress with straps that go over the shoulders.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
It looks so uncomfortable, and you can tell she's uncomfortable. It's just her posture. Her arms are like out.
yeah, and she like waddled down the runway.
She was just like,
and then it looks like I can't tell if those are leggings or like thigh-high boots under it.
I think they're leggings.
It's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Honestly,
she wanted to be crazy for Suzanne Barr shoes here.
Right, which I appreciate. As somebody, as a huge fan of Suzanne Barsh, I appreciate that RuPaul put on the craziest shit she purchased this season and waddled out onto the runway for her. My problem is actually, I believe I should take this up with Raven, because to me, from the neck up, this is a completely different look.
Yeah, no, this does not fit at all.
Yeah, like I went like I feel like this needs like one of those weird like Philip Tracy hats or like a weird fascinator.
Yeah.
The hair, maybe like smaller hair. I usually want bigger hair, but I think maybe smaller hair would have been better. Like something really like chic and like a big hat or a big fascinator or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that would have been more fun.
A fencing mask.
I also don't love the makeup. Like, it's fine. Like, I get it. It's like, oh, it's like lime green eyeshadow, but it's just to me, it's like for the neck up, it's just classic RuPaul. Like,
yeah, it doesn't fit the
look.
craziness going on down here.
Yeah. But I actually think it's a cool outfit. It's just she clearly is uncomfortable in it.
She like can barely move in it.
Yeah. I wonder if the skirt comes off. Famously, RuPaul's skirts always come off so she can sit down comfortably, but that one doesn't look like it would. Do you think she had to sit in that uncomfortable dress the entire episode?
I don't know. We'd have to review the footage to see if you can see like anything back there.
You could see her grimacing.
Yeah. And then I had to honorable mention Suzanne Barsh's like soda tab
this
bodysuit.
is incredible.
This was so cool because you can't see it in this photo, but these aren't sequins. These aren't rhinestones.
No.
These are like painted pink soda
metallic
tabs.
Pink soda tabs.
All the way down
It's
the boots.
So cool.
The entire
Can
thing
we
is soda
also
tabs.
just talk about the fact that I believe Suzanne Barsh is like
74 years old.
74 years
74
old.
years old.
This is a 74-year-old woman. And like
Slaying
this is why I'm
so
a huge Suzanne
incredibly
Barsh
hard.
fan. I will never forget. There's this documentary about Suzanne Barsh. I can't remember what it's called, but I will never forget this scene where she's in an elevator going either to or from a gig with her like posse. And she's in an elevator with them, and she's like, we just need to talk about this outfit. This look is not working. This is not working, and like, we just need to do better next time. And I think about that all the time, because it's so fucking real to be like a performer, and you go out in a look, and you know that it's not working, but it's like, this is just what we have today. And of course, she still looked incredible, but it's like she wears these crazy looks that are like
Yeah, no,
sometimes they're a little more avant-garde than fashion.
this is great.
It's the best look of the
It's
night.
the best look of the night. It's so good.
Not even on the
It's
playing
so
field
good.
of everyone else here. It's so good, yeah. We need Suzanne Barsh on TV more often.
I
know she's
love
74,
having
but,
her
like,
as a guest judge. It's like I want to see
Same, and
more
this is-
Suzanne Barge in general.
Yeah, this is certainly not the first time she's been on Drag Race. I remember she had at least one other episode in the
Yeah.
past. She's a great judge, especially for a design challenge.
Oh yeah,
Like, she knows what she's talking about. Okay, great.
Well, this is our tier list
Well,
for the week.
I want to know, who do you think is going to be our top 3 of this bracket?
Ooh, the top 3 of this bracket. Ooh, this is tough.
I know, because we've only seen one so far, and we
I
already know
honestly-
that Lydia and
Lydia
Tina Burner are in the
the-
top right now,
are in the lead.
which is not what I was expecting coming into this. But
Honestly, I think
honestly
Lydia
work.
stands a really good chance.
Yes,
I
I
think
agree. She's already got 3 points.
yeah, Tina
that's
Burner.
a lot of points.
Honestly, shockingly, I think Tina Burner has a very good chance. And honestly, Mistress Isabel Brooks. I mean, it all
Okay.
depends on what these challenges are, because like,
I agree. I do think you are vastly underestimating
Nicole Page Brooks.
RuPaul's love and desire for Georges.
True.
RuPaul loves Georges so much that I would not be surprised if this bracket was rigged just to make sure she gets to the top. Honestly,
it's just so hard with this group.
Yeah, she's famously not a great designer, so this is kind of like a rough start for her. But I do think that Georges is going to perform very well in the performance challenges. She's great at the improv challenges. RuPaul really likes her improv. I don't think she's very funny in comedy challenges, but RuPaul does, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I think Georges is a shoo-in to be in the top 3. I'm suspecting the top 3 is going to be Lydia, Georges, and honestly, I think it's between Tina Burner and Mistress. I don't know which of them is going to make it, but I think that we're either going to see Tina Burner like sweep this competition, or this was like her one high point and now she's going to flop. You know what I mean?
She got a
Like, it's
redemption
one
with
or
like
the other.
the design challenge, and tomorrow she's coming out literally
Yeah.
dressed as a fire hydrant.
Literally, like, those are the 2 options I think we're gonna see. I honestly, as much as I like Nicole Page Brooks, I think she's gonna have a lot of issues. I don't think she's making a lot of friends, which is we've already seen as important in this early part of the competition. And I also don't think that she is going to excel in any of the
I
challenges.
don't know. She and Georges apparently get real close.
Allegedly, yes. Allegedly, her and Georges get real close. Carrie Colby, yeah, I just
I don't
don't
know. I like Carrie, but I don't know if she's gonna slay this All Stars.
know. I think, unlike her mother, Sasha Colby, she doesn't do very well in these sort of competition settings. I think she's
Yeah.
very beautiful and talented, but there is a certain level of like cutthroat, like, and like risk you have to take. Like, if we look at the top 2 of this episode, they both took a lot of risks.
Yeah.
Lydia took a lot of design risks, and I mean, Tina Burner, just that outfit as a concept was a huge risk because it was so much to execute in such a short amount of time.
And if she
So,
couldn't
like-
change her mind with the amount of fabric she used on that coat and those
No.
pants. You can't change your mind.
No, not at all.
You used it all
There was no plan B. And then on top of that, she executed very difficult things that, like, I believe the only thing that makes sense here is either she is a professional ass fucking stitcher and costumer that I just didn't know that, or she literally had these patterns made and then she just practiced making these items at home. Like, it has to be one or the other, because this was like so impressive. Like,
Yeah, no, that was.
I just don't. It's hard for me to like imagine her as like a professional costumer just from what I've seen.
from what you've seen in the past. Yeah.
That's where I'm like a little confused here, because it's like typically when they're like, you know, like professional costumers we've seen on the show before would be like Bianca Del Rio, like Charlie Hines, like people who like they came and they made incredible outfits and they always looked good. Remember Charlie Hines? Whatever happened to her?
Hides.
I thought it was Hines.
I thought it was Hides.
Is it a Hides?
I think it's
It might be.
Hyde.
Well, maybe she went back into hiding. Okay, great. I feel like we've rambled a lot about these looks already.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We didn't even talk about one last thing. In the first episode, these queens fought like crazy.
It was so
So
nice.
this bracket promises to be far more
Finally.
interesting.
Yeah, sticking
than
Tina Burner and
the
Mistress
last.
Isabel Brooks in a room together, like,
So good.
because they fought about Mistress using
They fought
that picture.
the second that they walked into the run room.
Tina Burner was like, use that really ugly photo of me on Twitter, and Mistress was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, and the Mistress was like, why do you look like that if you have a problem with it? Like, which is a valid question. I think if you have a problem with somebody just posting a picture of you, you think that's an insult, then why
Also,
did you
she
look
said,
like
if
that?
you have a problem with that picture, you can get it taken off of Getty Images.
Literally. Like, that's what's crazy to me is it's like, girl, like, you're the one who came out looking like that. What the fuck? Okay, great. And also, Mistress is already getting into Twitter beef with other queens. I think she's already fought Candy
Muse.
Candy Muse, yeah. We were just watching. What season were we just watching? Candy Ho was in it, wasn't she?
Candy Ho was season 7, yeah.
Yeah, we were just watching that recently.
Crazy
Okay,
season.
anyway.
Love it.
Can't wait to see what happens. I think that's everything, right? We did
I think so.
We did it.
Oh, I'm gonna read
All right,
the patrons.
Okay, work. Thank you to our patrons. If you want to support us, that's really cool. We have a Patreon. It should be linked. And we do watch all of the episodes of Drag Race along with a bunch of other things in live watch parties in Discord that all of the patrons are welcome to join. So that's cool if you want to do that with us. You could get our actual live reactions to this as it's happening.
Yeah, every week we do live watch parties. It's really fun. And you also get to watch the episode a day early if you really like watching this. So
True, yes.
I'm gonna shout out our current patrons. Thanks, Pup Axel, Ray Doss, Roddy, Darina, Gargle Blast, Giant Adorer, It's Lexus, like the car, Toby, Venestra. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the support.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Also, follow us on Twitch and whatnot if you want to see us live streaming. If you want to ask us questions about our feelings, we stream on Twitch like 5 nights a week. And also, we do other things elsewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's all in our links. I don't fucking know. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.
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 Bye.